Residents across Southern California are on edge after a powerful earthquake. Another one struck last night. This after another quake rocked the area just days ago. This one last night was a magnitude 7.1. It rolled through the Los Angeles area. It was felt throughout the state and into Mexico and Nevada. Some injuries were reported. Roads were closed. A few fires were started. It was stronger than that magnitude 6.4 quake on July 4th. Carter Evans is near the epicenter in Ridgecrest, California. Carter, good morning.
Good morning, Jeff. You know, these earthquakes have just rocked this community, and they've done a lot of damage. This is just one small example inside the East Ridge Market. We're here at Ridgecrest after the first quake, and then at 8:19 last night, the shaking started again and grew increasingly violent.
Everybody okay?
This is the first glimpse of the damage inside a Ridgecrest supermarket. Tiles fell from the ceiling, food and other items flew off the shelves.
The air is really thick, dusty. This is a bad one.
Gas lines ruptured, sparking numerous fires. California officials say they're bracing for the worst.
There have been a number of injuries reported. There's been a significant increased number of EMS calls to the 911 centers. Huge priorities right now for medical support and for firefighting and for emergency power.
Even in Los Angeles, more than 150 miles away.
It continues
this is a very strong
to rattle
earthquake.
pretty strong here.
8:21 here on the air. We're experiencing very strong shaking. Wow. I think we need to get under the desk.
All right, we're going to go to break. We'll be right back after this. Wow.
The magnitude 7.1 quake came just one day after Thursday's 6.4 jolt, which at the time was the largest earthquake to hit California in 2 decades. That quake turning life into chaos without warning turned out to be a foreshock. But this is what's left behind. The region was just starting to clean up, like the volunteers at the Ridgecrest Library, picking up thousands of books that fell from the stacks.
We're just so thankful it was closed. Because can you imagine those books falling on some poor kid or some elderly person?
The library was also closed when last night's quake hit. Elsewhere in Ridgecrest, security video captured the shaking at a laundromat and inside this convenience store. The tape stops as the power cuts out. We talked to the store owner, Tony Abdulatif.
How much do you think you lost here?
Be honest with you, from yesterday and today, I would say about 100,000.
No insurance.
No insurance for the earthquake, of course.
You got to have earthquake insurance, and even then, it usually doesn't cover the contents of your home. The damages to this store are going to cost a lot of money, and the cost to this community is going to be much higher. The good news is there are no reports of injuries or deaths, but the aftershocks continue. And seismologists say the probability of another strong one occurring over the next few days is very high. Jerika?
Wow, that's so scary. Carter, thank you. To give you an idea of just how far away the quake was felt, here's a look at the roller coaster at the New York Hotel and Casino on the Las Vegas Strip. It was shaking. You guys can see that right there during the quake, which was about 200 miles away.
Also in Las Vegas, the opening night of the NBA's Summer League had to be postponed. There were concerns that the arena may have become structurally unsound. The game was sold out as anxious fans were awaiting the debut of New Orleans Pelicans rookie Zion Williamson. Can you even imagine that board up above a court if you've ever been on one of those and seeing that shaking? It looked like people very calmly left the arena, but still.
There's so much uncertainty when that stuff happens.
A lot of frayed nerves in California right now, which is why it's a good idea to have a plan for everybody. No matter where you are, if disaster strikes for the family, talk about what you're going to do if something happens.
And especially because they're saying that it's going to continue, that there will be more aftershocks.